Welcome back to SpadeCardMagic. Today I'm going to show you my favorite ambitious card routine. So before I begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's get started. Alright, so the spectator can start off by picking any card. So now, let's say they pick this card right here, the 6 of diamonds. It's okay if I see it. So now we can just lose it back inside the deck and give the deck a quick shuffle just like so. So now once their card is completely lost inside the deck, their card actually jumps back to the top, just like that, the 6 of diamonds. So actually, we can take their card and just stick it inside the deck, just like so. But it actually jumps back to the top. So this time, I would actually hand the card to the spectator to inspect and verify that it's just one card, no flaps, just one singular card. And now, we can actually take their 6 of diamonds again, and we can have the spectator push it in. And this time, we can give the deck to the spectator, and when they're ready, they can turn over the top card and see that it's their 6 of diamonds. Alright, this trick is a very great opener and one of my favorite go-to tricks, because it really involves the spectator, and at the end, it's really fooling if you do it right. So let's get started. Alright, so what you want to do is have the spectator tap any card from a spread. So let's say they tap this card right here. And now what you want to do is just show them, and you can look at it too, and then you want to offer them the option to sign it. And now this proves that there's no duplicates, or if you have a duplicate, their card is unique with their signature. And now you most often want to do that, or if you get into the trick, the spectator will suspect you of having duplicate cards. So now after this point, after you have them look at their card and sign it, what you want to do is with your ring finger, you literally just want to slightly push out this end card slightly, so it outjogs just a little bit like that. So maybe like 1/4 of the card popping out like that. Very little. You want to do it like unnoticeable. So then when you flip it over, I'll leave this card out face up for tutorial purposes. So when you come over, you can grab that card and put it over, and then you can do the classic pass. So going over that from the spread, it looks like a normal spread. Then with your ring finger, you just want to kind of push it down. So what you're doing is pushing your finger down just like that. So right here, a normal spread, you just push that card down. So that's enough. And then after you do that, what you want to do is just like you're coming in for the classic pass. Since this card is outjogged a little bit more, it's going to be easier to grab. So you can already slide it into here and then put it down as you bring this over. And let's say we didn't do that, because if it was just like this, perfectly squared up, it's going to be much harder to grab and square up. So that's why when we hold it like this, we slightly outjog that card. So once we put it down, we can just grab, and it's going to be much easier to drop. And then we can slide everything on top and get a break above the random card and their card. So now flip that card back over. And now after you do that, where you get the outjog that card, what you want to do now is a move called the classic pass. Or if you don't know how to do the classic pass, I have a much easier version. Alright, here is the beginner friendly version. So you want to first start by grabbing the deck like so, and switching it into your other hand, so your thumb holds a big break like that. Then you want to take half that pack below, bring it to the top, and then all that and bring it to the top. That's called the double undercut, and it does the same exact stuff. Bring it to the top. And now a classic pass also works the same exact way, but it does it in one motion. So if you're interested in the classic pass, it's going to be right up there. So once you control their card to the top with the random card, you're ready to move on. So you can start by doing a double lift, which reveals their card. And now that's the whole point of the double lift. You don't want to flash. And a little overview of the double lift. I do the strike double. So you want to bow the deck like that, and that creates a bevel on the side, and then the bevel makes it easy to just grab 2 cards. So I have that, a double. And then you want to take the top card, which looks like their card, just place it in, but you don't want to flash because that's not going to be their card. Just stick it in and push it in. And now this is what sets up for the next move. As you turn over the top card, you want to actually give it to them and have them inspect it. And that's like the whole misdirection, because what you're actually doing here is a move called card to pants turnover. So the move works like this. So you're going to be taking the deck and dropping it down to your hip, just like you're standing normally with your arms at your side. But just for tutorial purposes, I'll be showing you right on this. So you want to out jog the top card just like that with your thumb. Place it on your hip, just like that. And as you turn your wrist, you want to grip that card just like that. And just like that, so the top card will remain a different direction. So you're just turning the whole deck over it and then grabbing it. And then you don't want to flash because then that card will be turned over. And keep in mind, this is against your hip. So now once you get this card back, you can keep the deck at this position. And now look at the card as you bring it back and put it on the deck face up. And then once it's completely squared up, then you can show them, because you don't want to show them like this because that blows the whole cover. And then from this position, you literally just do a double turnover. And then you can stick it in halfway and you can give it to the spectator. And now you can have them push it in and then say when you're ready, you can turn over the top card. And this usually gets insane reactions because they're holding the deck the whole time. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on SpadeCardMagic.